wrestlers, wrestling fans. This is the All About Wrestling podcast, and you are tuned in to the briefing. Today we have a very special show. As always, I'm joined by my beautiful, spicy guest, the one, the only, Yamor.
Hello, hello. It's been a while. I never know what introduction I'm going to get from Bobby. So, yeah, that was an okay one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Okay, so we have an amazing special guest. It's been a while, so we had to bring you something good. Mr. Colin Vassallo.
Yes, he's here. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Hello from Vegas. How are you guys?
We're great. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, so how are you feeling? You're over in Vegas right now.
Whoa, what are you doing out there?
Yeah.
Uh, right now I'm chilling in my room. I when I come to Vegas, I make it a point that between 1 o'clock and 6, I do not go out of my room because
Oh, man.
it's melting out there, especially right now. It's over 100 degrees. So um, stay in the hotel, go gamble, go have a drink or whatever, but do not step outside. So
I hear you. I hear you. So, what did you think of Money in the Bank? What were your
oh,
thoughts?
it was amazing. I love the show. It was only 6 matches. It was over in 3 hours and 15 minutes, I think, or something like that. Um, Solid matches, top to bottom. A surprise with the cash in. An amazing tag team match that was 5 stars for me, and the two ladder matches were amazing as well. I think the crowd made it much more better than it would have been probably. So
The crowd,
kudos.
I'm telling you, it's the fans. I agree with that. I
Yep.
totally agree with that. So tell us, what are you doing out in Vegas?
Well, I booked this trip back in August of last year when they announced after SummerSlam that Money in the Bank was going to be here. And I love Vegas. I love the city, and I haven't been here since 2018. So you know, um, made it a point to come and see the show. And then they moved the show from Allegiant Stadium to the MGM. And to be honest, if it was a different city, I probably would have canceled. But Vegas is Vegas, so I said, what, screw it. I'll still go, and I'm here for 8 days in total. So now it's all
Nice.
partying.
Nice. So this guy got to see Money in the Bank up close and personal. It's pretty
Yep.
awesome. In Vegas. Oh my God. Come on. That's a good time.
Yeah.
You gotta come to Vegas at least once in your life.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Ah.
Yeah.
I had to say that. Come on,
Or
come on.
they go on Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2022.
Mhm.
That's so funny. I have another question for you. Okay, how invested are you? Not as like an entrepreneur, not as a businessman. How invested are you in wrestling outside of the workplace or the business?
I mean, I've been a fan since 1987. I'm 42, so that's quite a long time. Um, I've been following WWE, WCW back in the day, and I'm invested. I watch a lot of wrestling. There's too many shows, every week, and I can't see them all, but I try to follow as much as I can, and doing the website and all that. You need to follow most of them at least. I would love to invest more time in following the indie scene, but that's not enough time for me in the day to watch. So I mainly keep up with the main promotions and sometimes New Japan, although I gotta admit I'm not a big fan of it. But yeah.
All right, so let's go to the viewers. Super Fan Dito's here. He says, let's go. Mr. Spades is here. He's our moderator and also the mind behind Mind of AK. Super Fan Dito, he had a question for you, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to the show, you actually informed us, folks, Colin Vassallo is the actual owner. He is the man, the machine behind Wrestling
He
Online.
is the man.
Right. And his question was, what was it like working for them? So I guess the question is, what is it like working for yourself?
It's nice working for yourself. It's nice being your own boss, but it's a lot of work. Um, I had to bring in people to do television reports, for example. Like you cannot do everything yourself, even though you try. Sometimes it's better to pay other people to do it and focus on other things. Um, like I told you, I'm over in Europe, so the shows happen when I'm asleep, and then I have to work the next day, so I don't have the time immediately to watch the show and do a write up of a 3 hour show. So um, sometimes it's easier to get help, but it's nice being your own boss. I gotta admit.
Sometimes you need help to keep your business, going, and to just, you have to
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice things, and I
Oh,
know, I
absolutely.
definitely know that. I understand that, and me and Bobby know, like, this is definitely something that you have to be passionate about.
Mm-hmm. And there are no off days.
No off days. That means you're working 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And as you
Absolutely.
said before, this type of business requires a lot of network marketing, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of just putting your name out there and telling people who you are. So, yeah, what you do.
Yep. Making friends with people in the industry, whether it be in the wrestling or television industry. Television is a major part of this business. So you gotta have not friends but
Connections.
acquaintances, yeah,
Yes.
connections, to get your information and stuff like that. So that's very important.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. You write
Hmm.
many articles about everything under the sun. My question to you is, who is your favorite wrestler and why?
Right now, I think right now is Cody Rhodes, and
Yes. Can we get a applause on that? Cody.
the thing he did, leaving WWE and then going to the Indies and making a name for himself
Yes.
there, and then starting AEW and then come back and getting that fat
Oh,
contract
man.
that he
Yeah.
did. That's you gotta admire him, and he's in the ring. He shows he's one of the best, and he showed it at Hell in a Cell with the injury, and it's it's he's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
that was. I think when I seen him take his, because you can't fake something like that, and you
no,
can't put
absolutely
makeup on
not.
how swelled his arm was.
Hmm.
It was significantly bigger than the other arm, and it was bruised very badly. So his bone was like,
Yep,
could have been broken,
and
maybe. I'm not really
yeah,
sure. Wow, but when I seen that, I was like, this is respect. Like, whoa.
and he didn't have to do that.
No,
He's
not at
Right.
injured,
all.
so but that shows his passion, and I admire that a lot.
Yeah, I did too. I agree with you.
Now, one of the things you mentioned, and I'm just digging here, you said that he went and he got that fat contract. Do you have any insight into how much his contract is for?
Not exactly, but I heard it's around like 5 million or something per year,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
he
good for
trying.
him, you know.
Bobby's trying to get
Um,
the juice over here. Come on,
good
we
for him.
all know what Cody Rhodes is worth.
He earned it. So,
He worked hard for it. Not only did
oh
he
yeah,
earn it, but he
absolutely.
worked for that shit. Like,
Hmm.
I was so surprised when he left AEW. I was like, oh my God, why would he
Yeah.
do this? But, I mean, the fans know why he did this. He knows why he did this. He wanted that fat check.
I
So,
don't think anybody thought that he would be the first person to jump ship.
oh my
Um,
God, I
Yeah.
Out
never,
of everyone,
no,
I
no,
thought it was a lifer for AEW, but
ugh, I didn't think that either.
So was what you do? What made you want to do that? Is it just your love for wrestling?
so back in '96 when I started the newsletter, I had just gotten the internet, uh, maybe a few months before, and there were maybe a few handful of wrestling websites. So I started the newsletter with 11 subscribers, and it grew up from there. And then I started coding HTML, and little by little, I created the website. And yeah, I was one of the first to run a wrestling website on the internet. So still going.
Good
What,
for you.
23, 4 years later, 25 years later? Well,
Wow, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And our path has crossed. This is great. All right. So is there any advice that you want to leave with our viewers in terms of, I guess, pursuing their goals or just actually stopping and doing what they want to do?
Yeah, I mean, if you love, for example, wrestling, if you love wrestling, then go ahead and do it. I never thought, I would be doing a newsletter or a website for 20 years. And you got to start from somewhere. Nobody started, famous or whatever. But if you work hard, things will come around. And here we are.
Here we are. He said he said it 20 something years later, and he's still doing this. He's still working hard. He still wakes up on days that he doesn't want to get up and do this.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
He does it because that's part of sacrificing what it takes to get you where you want to be. You know what I mean?
And I get to travel the world too.
Yes.
While doing it. So
that's amazing.
Work hard and play harder. That's my motto.
Right?
Awesome.
There we go. He said it himself.
Mr. Colin Vassallo for Wrestling Online. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and please come back.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, before
I
you go.
will. Next time I'm here, I'll let you know.
Yes, before you go, let our viewers know where they can follow you, where they can subscribe, or anything where we can, go onto your social platform.
Sure. The website is wrestling-online.com, and you can follow us on Twitter @wrestlingonline, no dash in the middle. And Facebook the same, Wrestling Online, and we post all the news there. So technically, you don't even have to go to the website. We just post all the links there, and yeah, thanks.
It has been such a pleasure. Thank you for being on the show today with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome, guys. So that was Mr. Colin Vassallo from Wrestling Online. Such a pleasure to have him. So how you feeling, mi amor? How do you feel about Money in the Bank? We are hours removed from Money in the Bank. Folks in the live chat, chime in one word. Text what you thought of Money in the Bank. Put it on the screen. What are your thoughts, mi amor?
I think that it was pretty amazing, considering that, rules have been broken. History has been made. I love to see women winning.
Yeah.
It's just, what else more can you say? It was a good show.
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't said that in quite a while, huh?
We haven't. And you know what? We just talked about this. We talked about this a week ago. Well, actually, a few days ago when we had Mind of AK on. And
I wasn't really in that show, guys. It was just kind of like a...
Well,
hello,
no, you did.
bye-bye.
You did provide your opinion, and we all provided our thoughts about it, and we were given what we talked about.
Right.
We said we wanted Liv to win. WWE needs to allow her to win. We said that the Usos and the Street Profits were going to tear the house down, and they tore the house down. We said that we needed somebody to be in the men's Money in the Bank match, and we also talked about Theory and how athletic he was. Well, Bobby Lashley, he won his title. What did I say? What did we say? We said Bobby Lashley needs to win. He won. Theory won. He went to the men's Money in the Bank match, and he won. Awesome show. And I was caught off guard. I did not expect it. This is a testament to Stephanie McMahon running the ship. Oh. Mr. Spade says Liv. Superfan Dito says great. And he also says Liv winning both Money in the Bank and the SmackDown Women's title was great. So let's talk about these matches. I was really pleased. And you know what? I can honestly say that I'm looking forward to Raw, and I haven't said that in how long, mi amor?
I don't remember the last time you said that. I don't remember that. But yeah, I agree. Sorry, I'm trying to get my YouTube on here, guys. I'm trying to see the chat. I can't see anything. I'm like blind.
So let's let me cut this. We're gonna go to the first match, guys. All right, so we had the women's Money in the Bank match. Hell of a match. Minus 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 botches. We saw some moves that went wrong. Some bumps. But Liv won. I mean,
yeah, and honestly, sorry, my chair is kind of squeaky. Honestly, I didn't think she was gonna win. I thought it was gonna be like, she didn't look like she was gonna win at first, and then I was like, damn, she shouldn't have did that. and then I sat there and watched. I'm like, oh my god, she won. But you know what I loved at the end of the match? Rhonda is such an amazing person, and that's why I love her. So I'm just saying. Yo, she gave her a hug and she shook her hand like it was respect. Like, I mean, whoa.
yes, and
That is straight up woman to woman, like happy for you type of shit.
and she had some words. I believe she said to her, and I think she posted this on social media. She said, "You deserve it." And I think she said, Natalia's still a bitch.
Yeah, I know. I just seen that. I was cracking up. I was like, yo, she is so funny. I love her. So funny, so funny.
All right, folks. Any of you guys in the live chat, we love to get your reaction. Make sure you call in if you want. You guys got the number.
Mr. Spade says Road to SummerSlam should be a blast. That's what we're hoping for. So let's keep our fingers crossed and our minds positive.
Yo, and on that note, mi amor, SummerSlam's only 4 weeks away, which is kind of strange. So, I mean, we get SummerSlam really quickly, which means that the next few weeks, Raw and SmackDown should be really fire. I mean, leading up to SummerSlam on a short road like that, got to be fire.
I'm glad Rhonda gave respect to Liv to Superfan Dito. I just like to see women respecting other women. Like, you worked hard for this, you know. Liv definitely deserved it. We all know that. Mm-hmm. And about damn time. But
yeah,
they gave her you know what I love is that they gave her a worthy opponent for that. That's awesome.
They did. I like your shirt, man. I'm all what you wearing over there.
Oh man, here he go. Here he goes, guys. He can't get enough of me.
Now she's got the day one All About Wrestling podcast logo over there. Boom. That's the day one. That's the original.
Oh, let me move this. This is my personal design, by the way.
All right. Oh yeah. She got the Randy Savage sleeve strings over there.
I made this.
She did.
So Bobby wanted to buy me a large shirt, and I could have kept a large shirt and been cool with it, but I was like, this is so big. So I just cut it up. Made it smaller.
Funny. All right, so match number 2. I don't know if this was second in order, but let's talk about Theory and Lashley. So Lashley won the United States Championship.
Lashley, good for Lashley.
Mm-hmm. Theory lost. Theory won the briefcase. What do you think's next for Bobby Lashley?
I don't know. What is next for Bobby Lashley? You tell me. What do you think?
I think we need to see Bobby Lashley dominate some more in his title run. Official manifest meeting Sean Creed, All About Wrestling podcast number 1.
Man,
let's go.
Thank you. He said we're the number 1 podcast. How cool is that? That's pretty nice.
He did, and that for that your comments getting pinned to the top, buddy. There you go. Bow.
I was trying to tell Bobby I could be a stay-at-home mom and make clothes, make fan clothes and stuff like that, but he ain't trying to have that, y'all. He don't think I can make money off that stuff.
Man. Mr. Spades.
No, I'm just playing. That's a joke.
He says Lashley versus Gunther.
Or Washington.
Uh-oh, we got a call.
Uh-oh.
We got a call from Kentucky.
Hello.
Hello, who's
It's me
speaking?
again. About we were talking about Lashley and versus Theory. Well, all I can say is the right man won. Because it was time for Bobby to have his title back.
Who we got on the line? Is it Superfan Dito?
Yes, it's super fan, not super fan deal. Because
Oh,
Super Deal's crazier than me.
Superfan
man.
Johnny.
Superfan Johnny,
Yep.
my boy.
Oh man, what's going on, brother?
That's right.
That's who I thought it was, but I'm like, he's not in the chat. Where is he at?
Yeah, so Super Deal basically stole my YouTube account.
Watch out, y'all.
Oh man, he
Yep.
hacked you. You got hacked.
Yep. My Super Deal, my aggressive younger brother.
Oh, he's your brother. He's giving you a shout out, Dito.
Yep. He don't deserve no shout though, because he cost my cousin Sean Johns his media championship, and that's why Leon Lexington's been the champion for so long.
Oh wow, is that how
And
that
how-
happened?
It happened because Super Bandito inserted himself into the contest, and when him and Leon got the 9 and 10, he pulled out at the last minute so that Sean would not be ahead. Sean was at 6 points, and they were at 9 and 10, and he pulled out and made sure that Leon Lexington made it to 11.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
It is crazy.
He-
And he knows Bobby Dito.
Yes, he does
Oh,
know Bobby
wow.
Dito. Him and Bobby Dito were rocking the masks.
Yep, those tight ass masks.
Oh my gosh, Bobby, I know you ain't laughing over there.
But yeah, the Theory versus Bobby Lashley match was great because the right man won, and I had no problems with what came later in the main event. I knew that I knew that something was going to happen because you know what's funny, because on Twitter, because someone made a joke, they said watch when the men's Money in Bank happens, you know what's going to happen. Theory's going to be inserted, and they were joking. They were saying there's no way that's going to happen. Then what happened? Austin Theory comes out, and he's been inserted into the match by Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
I think Austin Theory, I think he's like, we all know he's a really great wrestler now. And I think it was pretty good that they put him in there because he could definitely take him on probably quite a few times.
Yes, he could.
So I
Yes,
think that
he
was a
could,
good
'cause,
pick.
Yeah, because if you watch his Evolve stuff, he was great. There's a reason why WWE brought him into WWE during his Evolve days, because he was basically the standout star over there.
Yes.
I knew the minute that Austin came to WWE that he's going to be a big star, and lo and behold, he's inside the main event. He wins the Money in Bank.
Okay.
That's great.
Let me hear your thoughts about this while we got you on the line. Lashley versus Gunther. What do you think about the potential that match could have? And do you think it's a good fit?
I think that it would be a good fit.
Who do you think
Because
will win?
What?
Now you got one. Isn't Gunther the Intercontinental Champion right now?
Yes, he's the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay, wow, that'd be a great match.
Yes, but I would fear for Bobby Lashley's chest because Gunther has the biggest chops that you're going to see in wrestling.
Yeah, he does.
Besides Kentucky's Tuffy.
Yeah, he does.
But I think if they fought, it could go either way. It could go Gunther or it could go Bobby Lashley because they're both talented superstars.
Yeah, I like to see a long stretch story with that. You can really drag that out and get like 2 or 3 good matches with that.
Yes, you could. I'd like to see it go 4 matches, actually, because you could basically drag it out to WrestleMania and have them go back and forth trying to become unified champions. He tries to go for the United States title. Bobby goes for the IC title, and it goes back and forth until WrestleMania, and you can get that big blow off.
Yeah, Mr. Spade says keep it for Survivor Series. I mean, who knows? You can even bring in the whole intercontinental storyline where you have America versus, where Gunther's from and kind of like the Rusev thing. That'd be cool. So yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it would be good stuff because Gunther is one of the best talented wrestlers I've seen since the independent days. When people thought that he was going to be watered down because he had his name changed to Gunther, I'm like, he's still Walter. He's just going by Gunther, and he's making it work.
Right.
Just like how Austin Theory is still Austin Theory. He's just called Theory now.
Yeah. Yep. Very true. Very true. Before we let you go, Superfan Johnny, tell the viewers where to find you and what podcast you're on, and then we'll put the graphic on the screen.
Oh, yes. You can find us at Nice Guy Andy Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Trovo. You can find Andy on Twitter. He goes by Nice Guy Andy's Podcast on Instagram. You can find me personally on Facebook as Lee Johnny Snowden. You can find my brother Superfan Dito on YouTube under the name Superfan Dito, Jose Dito. And you can find me on Instagram under Superfan Johnny at Nice Guy Andy Pod.
Awesome.
You heard him.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for calling in, bro.
You're welcome, bro.
And
Yes, always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure hearing from you too, Mia Moore.
It's always a pleasure to hear from you too.
Thank y'all very much for having me.
Thanks
right,
for
take
calling
care.
in.
all right, guys, so that's what we're doing now. So call in. Sean Creed, if you can, send us a banner, man. We know you got a wrestling promotion going on. Get a banner made up. If you want us to create the banner for you, we'll create it. You call in, we'll throw your banner on the screen, man, and get some of this promotion out there.
Yes.
So Mia Moore,
Yeah.
Bianca Belair versus Carmella.
Oh man, come on. You want me to comment on that? I'm gonna get chopped up in here.
How? For what? Why?
You already know how I feel about Bianca Belair, and you already know how I feel about Carmella. Come on, the best person won.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I have to say. But without saying anything negative, I always think that Carmella always like comes with her A game though. But for whatever reason, man, I don't know if they're not letting her do her thing. It's just kind of strange to me.
Who?
Carmella.
Well, she got a championship match.
Yes.
But I know what you mean. I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she's been here so long already.
well, I think she's been champion twice. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah, but I feel like lately, maybe she needs this. Like, maybe we need her to come a little up. Come on, we're talking about Carmella.
You like Carmella. Just say it.
I like her a little bit.
You like her more than Bianca?
No.
All right, then. So, next story. All right. We talked about it. We predicted it. Mind of AK was here. And he said the Usos and the Street Profits are going to tear the house down.
Uh-oh.
They did. Mr. Spade says Carmella is trash.
Oh, my God. Listen, Mr. Spades, you said it. Not me.
He said Carmella's trash. I got to pin that to the top.
Oh, my gosh. Listen. Don't get me started in here. Don't get me started, guys. Somebody's going to come on here and be like, oh, my God. Why would you say that about Carmella?
That's what we want. You want
an argument.
Good for TV.
What? Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Come
Here
on.
we go. Let me stop.
But yeah, they tore it down. The Usos are still the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. What's next for the Usos? Who do we see them going against in the future? I don't know. They've beaten
I don't know either.
I mean, at some point,
there has to be new people coming in. I kind of feel like my personal opinion with WWE is kind of like we have a circle going on here. And I know like the underdogs are coming up clearly, but then what's next? That's our question. What is next? So they have to try really, really hard to come up with a really good show like Money in the Bank. I mean, they were trying really hard for that and they got what they deserved. Which was a good turnout. I'm not bashing them.
Yeah.
But like every time I watch here, and I'm not comparing, but I think I am, AEW, I'm like, whoa, like I'm like interested in the matches. I'm interested in the wrestlers. It's just always something new, especially now that we're seeing WWE wrestlers become a whole new character. And we want to watch them. So
Right.
That's the point here. You know what I mean? Like we want to see things that are going to excite us as fans. What's next?
I agree. Very, very good point. Very good point, Myanmar. Yeah, what's next? And there's so much talent, but you got to put the right teams together. You don't want to see the same thing over and over and over again.
Oh my God, Mr. Spades. Mr. Spades said Usos versus Ezekiel and Elias. Really?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that one. I think Elias will probably be on tour.
I think if us viewers on television, we would be able to see that. But I don't think, they would have to definitely go out of their way to do that. But as the people in the in the crowd, they'll probably see like a hologram or something. That's funny.
All right, Ronda Rousey versus Natalya.
Oh my God!
I wanted to see Natalya win. She didn't win.
We always want to see Natalya win because, it's Natalya and we want to see her win. But come on, Rousey got the win. I feel like Rousey is like a different it's like a different type of Bianca Belair. It's just, I know it's totally different, but that's how it feels to me. It's kind of like her sister, maybe like her soul sister in a different version. I don't know. Well, I guess I just like her just as much. Whatever.
Superfan Dito says, we're going to get another great match because Ford's shoulder was up. Very good point. His shoulder was up. But yeah, Rousey won, of course, and I don't know. It's just going to be crazy. So we're going to see Liv Morgan defend. Who do you think she's going to defend against first? Do you think it's going to be Natalya? Here's the argument, guys. I'm going to predict this right now. We're going to see on SmackDown, Natalya's going to come out and she's going to say she deserves a title match because if it wasn't for her, Rousey would not have been in such such bad shape that Liv was able to beat her. How much you guys want to bet? Rousey's going to take a little bit of time off.
Of course she is.
And pop up at SummerSlam.
She's a boss.
Or do you think we'll see Rousey at SummerSlam again? Like, do you think she won't take time off?
I don't know. It's hard to say because she's a mother,
The men's Money in the Bank match. I didn't really like it too much. You had Sheamus, you had Sami Zayn, Omos. Seth Rollins made it. For me, Seth Rollins made it great. And then Sami Zayn, Theory, of course, Theory won. Who do you think Theory's going to challenge? That's the question. He can only challenge Roman Reigns. I forgot. Wow, it's unified. Buh.
Bobby's having a moment, guys.
Theory versus, when would he try to cash in? He's fighting Brock Lesnar. He's fighting someone capable of incapacitating him to the point where he cannot kick out. Right?
We're just speculating.
I'm doing a deep dive.
You definitely are. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. So, folks in the live chat, and I'll give you time. It's a bit of a delay in terms of your responses that we can see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how great did you like Money in the Bank? What was your score for Money in the Bank? If you had to give it a number between 1 and 10. Put it on the screen, folks. And I'm going to go to Myanmar. Myanmar on a scale of 1 to 10, Money in the Bank. Oh, I just put in the chat.
9. 1 out of 10. What gave it a 9? What took the 10 away?
The women's matches. Oh, what gave it a 9? What gave it a 9 was. Hold on, let me think about that.
Mr. Spades, solid 9.
I think they did better than a 7. I think what gave it a 9 was there could have been a surprise. There could have been something. Somebody could have came into the pay-per-view. Like maybe The Rock.
Oh, God.
Or maybe Cody Rhodes. Just saying. Okay, maybe I'm not. Sorry.
All right.
I'm just saying, nice little surprise. Yo, I would love. Let's talk about dream matches.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's go through these numbers because Mr. Spade, solid 9. Super Fan Dito, 7 out of 10. Sean Creed, 8. Oh, he changed it to an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for me because that mystery teaser is clearly Edge. Ooh, Edge would take it down for me too. I'm sorry, Edge. Edge, you would reduce my number. It only got a 9 from me because Liv won. I'm just being honest. And because of the tag team match was fire. D the Toy Hunter is in the building. D the Toy Hunter, 9 out of 10.
We have a special guest, guys.
We're on the same page here.
Say hi.
You think that mystery teaser's Edge, super fan Dito? A lot of people are saying that's Bray Wyatt. What's up, D? D the Toy Hunter is in the building. Yeah, Edge would take it down from me too. I mean, I'm just upset because they really got him out of that faction. That was terrible. Like, he's such a better bad guy, and now he's gone, and he's gonna come back as a face. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he definitely is better as a bad guy. You just whacked me on like live camera with his tail.
Oh, D the Toy Hunter says Edge or Gable Stevenson. Super fan Dito, yes, because it had Edge's opponents. That makes sense. So Edge could come back for SummerSlam, and something could happen.
Okay, can I talk about these dream matches now?
Let's talk about your dream match.
Oh, one dream match. It is a dream match, though. Cody Rhodes and The Rock. It's a pretty good dream match. Right?
Yeah, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's a dream match.
Maybe it's a girl's dream match.
I think it's a match it's definitely a big time match. A dream match is a match between two people you would never think would possibly have the opportunity to fight each other, but they have to be on the same level. I don't think he's nowhere on The Rock's level.
Well, that's what makes it good, though, because by that time, when he finally does have a dream match with him, he'll hopefully be on his level.
I think, he's great. He's almost there. John Cena's on Rock's level.
John Cena, I don't think I really care.
He's on a Rock's level. He's definitely on a Rock's level.
I think The Rock would trash him.
In fact, well, he probably would. But in fact, that was our question of the week. A lot of people think that John Cena is arguably the greatest WWE wrestler of all time. Do I? No, I don't.
I don't think he is either.
But I can see why. Because people are looking past the show and they're looking at the things that he does outside of the ring.
Everything else.
Mm-hmm. The Toy Hunter says Prime Rock versus Cody now. I can see that. I'd like to see Edge versus The Rock. Edge is on the Rock. Edge is on the Rock's level.
I would not want to see that, guys. The Edge will be broken at the end of the match.
In terms of accolades,
no.
Edge is on the Rock's level. Now, in terms of accolades, Cody Rhodes is not on the Rock's level. Cody Rhodes has never been a world champion.
Yeah. No, he hasn't. But like, what he is going to be? Hopefully,
he will be. In fact, I can see him being the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. Legitimately.
Guys, this can be a discussion forever.
I believe Mind of Vacay, it was you that said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a crazy memory when we talk about these things. For Roman Reigns to lose the title, to have a legitimate match between The Rock where there's no title involved, and it'll kind of be the tribal chief match. It'll be a dream match. Blood versus blood, or blood versus bloodline, or whatever, however you want to do it. Edge versus Seth Rollins. That's an amazing match. That would be an amazing match. All right. So it looks like Money in the Bank was a great show. If you weren't here earlier, guys, we had Colin Vassallo from Wrestling Online. He was here. He was talking about his career.
The man himself,
the
Wrestling
man himself.
Online.
Yes.
Yeah, he was pretty great. He was actually in Vegas at the Money in the Bank, the show. It was really cool. Like, he was very, very happy to be there, and he said that it was one of the best shows that he's seen in a long time. So
yeah,
that speaks for itself.
It does. I'm actually pleased that we actually got a WWE pay-per-view where we got results that we wanted.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. It took a woman to get all up in that to have a good show. Come on, give her credit. Like, it was a woman.
I am.
Yes, it was.
I am, but it doesn't have to be about gender.
It is, though. It is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it takes a different point of view.
D the Toy Hunter is still mad that Theory won.
Oh my God. Yeah, I agree.
He's the prodigal prize, man. I mean, when Vince McMahon likes someone, I mean, look at what we saw with Drew McIntyre for years. Look at what we're seeing with Baron Corbin. Look at what we saw with Cena. I mean, at one point, I was sick and tired of Cena being stuffed down my throat.
Yeah, I agree.
But, I mean, we're seeing it again. And it's always going to repeat itself until, it's no one's around to do that. Superfan Dito says, a woman gave it its finesse. Exactly, mi amor. All right, so next week, folks, we have a great show. We're talking about the cookout. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a high likelihood that the All About Wrestling podcast will sponsor the main event. Mr. Darius Carter versus Black Cheese.
Of course,
Yeah.
Probably will. Like, what do you mean? There's a high probability.
I mean, well, we probably will. Pro Wrestling R invites you to the cookout. Sunday, July 17th.
Pro Wrestling R said, come on out and bring your family.
That's right. Super Crazy Wrestling and Entertainment Center, Westville, New Jersey. For tickets, you can go to allaboutwrestling.net. Click on the banner image and bow. You can buy your tickets, or you can go to prowrestlingr.ticketleap.com/thecookout. We are also going to have a special guest, folks. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
The one and only Ron Starr is going to be in the building.
Yes, this is going to be a nice show.
It is. I'm looking forward to it. Superfan Dito, Drew wishes he'd have had Theory's push in 2009 because Theory did something Drew wasn't afforded by 2010 as his chosen one push grew slim. It did. They actually buried him and he came back bigger than ever. Mi amor, any last words?
Just make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, follow, you know the drill. And just stay tuned because we're going to keep it locked. Awesome,
folks. And on that note, I also want to point out, like, you guys, thanks for supporting us in the chat room today. If you want us in any of your projects, just hit us up.
Yes.
All right. And we will be back next week. Make sure you follow us. Stay tuned in on Instagram.
Next week for the cookout.
Goats.
When's the cookout?
Take care, guys.
Free chicken, y'all.